Right, onto the 200 IM, an event I think you know a little bit about.
Yes, I did. I wasn't necessarily always great at it. It was a bit too short for me. I preferred the 400, but it was an event nonetheless that I enjoyed doing. For me, I guess it was a fun event with inverted commas. I was not much of a sprinter. For me, it was always that first 50 I really struggled to get quite fast on. But yeah, I always admire a lot of girls who can get out really quick in the 200 medley and still be able to bring it back strong.
Your former colleague, Gregor Tate, always used to describe the IM as a fun event. I never quite understood that because he was a backstroker who went, oh, I'll do the IM as a fun event. Hang on, with 4 strokes you've got to get right. It's a fun event.
Well, if it's a 200, it's only a 50. It's one length of each. I think as 400 IM, you don't tend to use that word fun as much.
Quite. He was pretty good at it as well, to be honest, but he was mainly a backstroker. As we move on to the first of 2 heats, again, not a great deal of depth. We'll only have 15, although I think I might have felt we got a couple of withdrawals there. Well, we've lost a lot. We've lost a lot. We've lost 1, 7, and 8. So this is going to reduce. Well, we're nearly at a situation, not quite a situation where we can go straight from heats to final, because we've got 8 in the second one. But yeah, we lost Molly McAlorum. We've lost Jin Kerwar. We've lost Jamie Joachim. We haven't physically lost them. They've decided not to do the event, but it does leave us with the fastest anyway in the centre. Katie Shanahan, Ella Ramsey of Australia, Abby Wood. I think by her very high standards, she hasn't quite hit the mark yet, so maybe this is going to be the event. This is one of her signature events, though, Abby Wood.
It is. She did come 4th in Tokyo, which, you know, some athletes, there has to be a 4th place finisher, but it's not a nice place to come. So she'll be coming back with a vengeance, and it'll be really good to see her back on form, but it's not going to be easy for her. She's going to be challenged by the Canadian and Australian either side of her.
10th in the world right now is Abby Wood in the rankings, and she's going in lane 4. Katie Shanahan, Scotland in 2, Ella Ramsey 3, Abby Wood 4, Mary Sophie Harvey of Canada in 5, Abby Harkin of Australia in lane 6. And of course the strokes change very quickly in this. Butterfly very quickly, backstroke, then breaststroke, then freestyle. All happens in the space of about 2 minutes, just over.
Very much so, and expect to see Mary Sophie Harvey probably dominate maybe in the first half of this race. She does have a very good backstroke stroke, but Abby Wood and Ella Ramsey have both really strong breaststrokes, so they'll be more towards the second half of that race.
So leading it out, Mary Sophie Harvey in lane number 5. She's got the red suit on, but she's got the black cap, red cap of Abby Wood, and then the gold cap of Ella Ramsey in 3. As we say with the IM, nobody has even strength strokes generally. So New Zealander might disagree with me in the 400 IM, but generally you always have a slightly stronger stroke than the others, and that worked on the backstroke very well for Mary Sophie Harvey. Will the breaststroke work better for Abby Wood here? It's one of her signature strokes.
Should do. She did pull out of the 200 breaststroke to focus on the relay to help Team England on that 4x2, but it is Ella Ramsey just now coming through and slightly overtaking Mary Sophie Harvey, but we now have Abby Harkin, the 24-year-old from Australia, on that outside there, starting to make her move.
Well, we've got 4 in the line pretty much here, because Abby Wood has come right back into the fray. She might actually lead with 50 to go. So we're very tight between 4, 5 and 6. Harkin it is from Wood by 0.16, then Ramsey in 3rd. We're on to the freestyle now. Last 50, and of course the crowd are getting fully behind, as you'd imagine and expect, Abby Wood. Abby Wood's coming right back, and she's taken the lead now with 25 to go. Abby Harkin trying to track her all the way. It is between these two, it seems, for the win. Abby Wood in the centre, the red cap, the yellow cap nearest to us of Abby Harkin. And trying to make a very late burst as Mary Sophie Harvey, the Australian. No, it is Harvey. Harvey got it from Wood, and then we have a joint second place. Wood and Harkin clock exactly the same time of 2:13.24. In the end, there were 6 100s between 1 and 3.
That's really, really tight. And again, you thought that Abby would have had it coming into it, but Mary Sophie Harvey just had that better finish, that drive forward. You can see there in that slow-mo, she really accelerated her arm coming round to touch the wall, whereas Abby chose to take that glide. And again, it's those split-second decisions that you have to make in the moment. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
2:13.18 plays 2:13.24, so just 6 100s between one and joint second.